Hey, welcome back. We're Wages of Cine.
That's Dan Beck.
Eric Miller.
Stephen Gillum.
What did we watch?
We watched Tetherball.
Tetherball. Hasn't come out yet.
Hasn't come out yet.
We got a special screener.
Special
Thank you.
screening
Because
of
we're
Tetherball.
special.
Yep.
I am special.
Well, it says it was shot in 2010
Well,
on the IMDb.
What's it about?
It says 3 best friends decide to start a tetherball league and wind up becoming amateur athletes who have more booze, babes, and balls than they can handle.
But oops.
I've trained football players, fighters, figure skaters, curlers, skateboarders, sailors.
He wants to start a tetherball league.
A local craze called Tetherball has been sweeping the area. It's been on everybody's lips. It's been on everybody's blog. It's been all over the worldwide net.
You will get kicked in the testicles.
So tetherball.
yeah.
This is an unusual. Usually we watch horror, sci-fi, or
I think horror plays well to low budget movies. I because you can always you can do gore well, you can do scares well, but when you have comedy and drama, it's a little different when you're dealing with people that aren't professional actors.
And this is a straight up comedy.
Yeah, this
they
is a
made it
comedy.
as a comedy.
And
Yeah.
but they did some things right. They have Ron Jeremy. They have
Ron Jeremy, who is famous for what?
his penis.
Is that considered doing things right when you get Ron Jeremy in your film?
No, I'm just, but I'm saying in order to have some people, it's an incentive for people
Yeah.
to watch. It's like, oh, it's got Ron
And
Jeremy.
I actually liked his
I
role.
think they're on
Yeah,
the posters.
and
He nailed
Dustin Diamond from
From
Saved by the Bell.
Screech.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean,
Screech plus Screech.
Every movie, if you want to sell it, it needs a name in there. I mean, that's how the market works. But they have people that are recognizable. So they did go that route.
It has Dan the Beast Severn.
He is the third name. He is
Yes.
a retired UFC star.
Yeah,
And he
you
was
didn't know
showed up
that?
as one of the commentators.
He looks like a doctor I've been to before. He has that mustache. And I usually don't trust a doctor unless they have a mustache. Just,
Do you like it when it tickles?
it's just kind of a, Magnum PI type thing, and I just feel safe. I'm like, all right.
Because Magnum PI's a doctor.
But I mean, I feel safe with Magnum PI telling me something.
Dun, dun.
Dan Severn made me feel safe.
Did he?
He was a I guess like a newscaster,
Color
radio.
commentator.
Yeah,
Of
Yeah.
Tetherball League.
Yeah.
And him and
yeah.
Which of all the scenes I liked their scenes.
What didn't you like, Stephen? We're in agreement on this, I believe.
I didn't like that I didn't laugh. There's after I watched it, I'm like, ah. Then I started talking to you guys. Some of the scenes, we're kind of reliving the scenes. They were funnier in retelling the story to you guys. I laughed more.
Well, yeah, the way I told him, because I think it's like you can tell they're trying to write funny jokes, and some are funny, but some just you can say, yeah, no, that's not. It's not working.
When it's like too forced, it's just.
So yeah, a lot of them are just they're going to tell that joke. They're going to make this reference, and it's like, okay.
Well, I have to rely on you guys because rarely do I laugh out loud on a comedy.
How's that go?
Laugh out loud on a comedy.
Lols?
Lols.
You
Yeah.
LOL?
I don't. I don't know what
Did
it
you
is.
LOL at this one?
There were a few moments that I did, but I mean, it wasn't like it hurt my stomach laugh. Yeah.
And they tried to have, for what I saw, they had tried to have every mix. They had the athlete guy who was loyal to his girl, and they had the drinker, stoner kid who was a big sex monger. And then they had the fat kid who was also an alcoholic. And it's just
I would say all 4 had some sort of sex problem.
who was the fourth?
The fourth was the manager from. They worked for a company called Foul Mouth T-shirts, and he was their manager.
Foulmoutht-shirts.com.
And he also became their 4th player in the tetherball. And his sex problem was his wife, who was like super hot,
Very high.
was cheating on him
Yeah.
by making like orgy sex tapes or
Yes.
threesome sex tapes
Yes.
that he was not involved in.
I did like okay. There was a revenge scene.
Yes.
I liked the revenge scene,
Yes.
but it didn't have the oomph.
That's because I think they tried to make it. They knew it was a revenge scene. They were trying to make it a funny revenge scene, and then they just. It was okay. Some of the parts were actually I found very humorous, but other parts it was like, okay, I knew that was going to happen in this revenge scene.
The revenge scene with the guy who he confronted the guys that were.
He came home and found him.
I did laugh.
I
That was
think I
fun.
did laugh too. When
The way like, he takes a bat to the guy's
Hits him
knee,
to the knee,
and it's just
yeah.
kind of like it's the softest hit, and all of a sudden he's like down the ground. I'm like, and it because it was kind of poorly done. That's why I laughed.
yeah.
Which is why we enjoy some of the horror movies, is we can laugh at some of the
Exactly.
the faults. This one is trying to be funny, and then
I'm scared.
it takes.
I look to you two for comfort.
I was a little scared in the Ron Jeremy scenes.
Ron Jeremy, home run on his role. He knew what he was there for. And
Yeah.
He did play. He played
it
creepy.
up. Yeah.
He played a very creepy boss man.
And
There's a lot of gay jokes,
Yeah.
which are okay.
That's
I don't know if that was part of the let's try and be funny by making a whole bunch of gay jokes.
That's the first time I had heard that.
Heard what?
The when they said he wanted him to gay him off.
Gay off.
Gay off. That was the first
Like
time
gay
I heard
off?
that. Yeah, I had never heard that.
or
How'd
like
that go, Steve?
gay off.
The expert. Let it know.
I know I did my
And
research.
it had Dustin Diamond, who
Yeah.
And I would say, I mean, people always refer to him as Screech. That's how we know him. But he was very un-Screech in this. He actually,
Yeah.
I think he knew he had to do everything but be Screech.
yeah. I mean, he had a little belly on. It's the time, he's up in age, but he was not bad.
Screech has
Yeah.
he's an angry man.
Is he?
Research tells us that he is a very angry man. He's had sex with lots
Like
of
all the
women.
news and stuff.
Well, little Gil.
What do you say, little girl? He makes porn.
Yeah.
Well, I guess little
He's had
Screech
sex
has
with
had.
like thousands of women, and
He was in the that show Biggest Losers, or one of the shows where he had to
Okay.
lose weight. He was on that,
he was angry.
and he he
He rebelled.
ate everything he wanted, and he did like a kind of like a crash diet thing. It's the
Anyway,
side point.
back to the movie. And I don't mind nudity if it's supposed to be there, if it's necessary to
Was
the
it
plot.
necessary?
But this had a lot of just, hey, look.
Gratuitous.
Yeah, which
Whoa.
again, nothing wrong with that. But for me, it was just, it kind of took away a little bit. It's like, okay, you have pretty women, let's just throw them in their topless for
On the
a
poster,
couple.
there's a
seconds.
woman like holding up 2 tetherballs right there.
Yeah.
Look at these. So I mean, if you're picking this up, you're probably hoping there's some of that in there.
But what? Yeah.
So they did not fail to deliver.
Well, yeah. If you go into it, it has people that you know.
Yeah.
That you've probably seen in other avenues. It has nudity. Could be some laughs. Depends on your sense of humor.
And you'd mentioned, I mean, of all the movies we watch, usually a lot of the stories are kind of disjointed. This actually did have a story.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
like
main
scripted.
character.
It was
There were some
a decent.
Yeah, there's I think
written
underlying
script.
parental father-son reuniting after
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
all. Hope survives. Poop
Yeah.
scale.
At the end of the movie, he's learned something and become a
They're
Yeah.
friends. Yeah.
better
Redemption.
person.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it. Well, poop scale. We're gonna do highest. 5.
5, you liked
One,
it a
yeah,
lot.
so 5 you liked it. 1, not so much. I'm gonna give it about 3 poops because I think they did really try in the writing. They had a well-rounded script. That being said, they got some names in it. They maybe on the execution it wasn't like the best effort, but they did do a solid effort. They got it done, and that's commendable. So 3 poops for me.
All right.
I'm going to go 2.5 poops.
Okay.
Because I like this. I would actually probably, at some point in my future of my life, I'd watch this again without prompting, just to enjoy it again. And that says a lot for me and my picks of horrible movies.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was good. The acting, some good roles, good famous people roles, and boobs.
I give it 1 poop. I didn't like it. I mean, they did make a story. Good for them on that. but I didn't enjoy it. There was a lot of montage in there. If you took away all the montages of like them training and all that, you might have a 30-minute movie. And yeah, I'm not gonna watch it again. But I'm glad they made it, and maybe they'll make another one.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll watch another movie.
Tether balls.
But I will not be
The
watching
natural sequel.
Tetherball again.
We will make you watch that. So that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So join us next time, and we'll put a link somewhere.
I don't know which camera we're supposed to look at.
That
so,
We'll
yeah,
put a
it's
link somewhere.
somewhere.
Here, up there.
On his forehead. Have a good night or day. Bye.
He makes porn.